Hello, I'm Jeff Fuchs, Director of University Bands at the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our session today dealing with the arts at Carolina. There are many opportunities to be engaged in the arts on campus, and I hope you'll take the advantage to plug in where it fits you best. There are three basic ways that you can get involved with the arts. The first is to take classes from departments that offer courses. These classes are like every other class on campus and they're taught by a faculty member. They're offered for academic credit and they come complete with a syllabus, a final exam, and all the things you would expect from a Carolina course. The next group are ways you can participate in the arts as an audience member, observer, or participant. Finally, there are many ways to get involved in the arts by participating in one of our many student organizations devoted to the arts. We'll kind of work our way through the different departments, and I'll let you know about opportunities that exist. The Department of Art offers 2 degrees in the arts, One is the Bachelor of Arts, the other is the Bachelor of Fine Arts. You'll see in the art department, as you'll see in all of our departments, that we study the art both as making the art, but also in the context in which the art was or is made. So you'll see here that you can get a major in art history, or you can get a major in studio art. You don't have to be an artist to be an art major, or you can be. The same is true in drama, in music, or whatever. We think it's very important to understand how the arts in general, have fit into the development of our societies and cultures around the world, and not only to be able to do the actual art. You'll also see that there's maker spaces available on our campus, everything from woodworking to metalworking, sewing, embroidery, 3D printers, all those things are available to you at various places on campus. Associated with the Department of Art is the Eklund Art Museum, which is a wonderful collection primarily of European masterworks, but also various other traveling collections or special exhibits. We have 5 Rembrandt drawings in our collection, and it's a wonderful place to take your families when they visit campus or to go with a friend on a rainy afternoon. The Department of Dramatic Arts offers a major in dramatic arts and a minor in dramatic arts. There's lots of things to study, whether it's dramaturgy, design, production, management. They offer a minor in writing for screen and stage in collaboration with the Department of Communication Studies. And they also offer many opportunities to perform and work the various shows, whether it's front of house, on stage, or back of house. There's 2 theater companies on campus. The Playmakers Repertory Company is the professional theater in residence. It's primarily our faculty members and staff, graduate students, and visiting artists. Once in a while, they will involve an undergraduate student if there's an age-appropriate role, but primarily this is the professional theater company on our campus. The Keenan Theater Company, on the other hand, is our undergraduate production company. Undergraduates decide which productions to present. They cast them, they direct them, they costume and light them. Everything at the Keenan Theater Company is done by undergraduates. Auditions are held twice a semester traditionally, and you can audition for any or all shows that they're producing. Discounted tickets are available for students for all shows, whether they presented by Playmakers or Keenan. Department of Exercise and Sports Science houses dance on campus. The academic pursuit of dance is housed under the EXSS heading, while the activity of dance is housed under the PHYA heading. As you can see, we offer various levels of dance in the ballet, jazz, and modern genre. All courses are open. They can be repeated as you wish. The one caveat with dance classes on our campus, all PHYA classes count towards your GPA, but they do not count towards the 120 units that you need to graduate. In the music department, we offer 2 majors and a minor. We encourage everyone on campus to be engaged in our ensembles and lessons. Carolina is a place that you don't have to be one thing to do something. Everybody's welcome to do everything on campus, and this is certainly true with our ensembles. All you have to do is show interest and be willing to do what is necessary to be successful in the ensemble. We do have some auditions for some ensembles to make sure that we put you in the right place and with people of like ability and motivation. But those auditions are pretty user friendly. If, for instance, for the choirs, we ask you to sing "My Country 'Tis of Thee." For the band and string auditions, we ask you to bring in something that you've prepared and play. All the auditions are scheduled at 5-minute intervals, so they're not a very intense audition. We also offer a lot of courses and lessons that are open to all students on campus, and all of our concerts are either free or very inexpensive for students to attend. There are a lot of other departments on campus that are engaged with the arts in various ways. Communication studies, English and comparative literature, American studies, and many more engage with the arts in ways that interact with their department. For instance, in the physics department, there's a course of physics and music that talks about how sound waves are created and transmitted and perceived. It's a music-based course, but it's offered in the physics department. I encourage you to look broadly at the different courses offered by Carolina when looking for something that relates to the arts. Carolina Performing Arts is our presenting unit on campus. They bring about 50 performances through campus every year, either taking place in Memorial Hall, Meeser Auditorium, and Hill Hall, or the current art space at Carolina Square. $10 tickets are available to all of their performance for Carolina students, and there's many opportunities to work associated with CPA, whether it's front of house, ticket office, staging, lighting, sound. All of those positions are available to students through CPA. The Stone Center is another great resource on campus that brings many lectures and presentations. They tend to look at cultures and cultural events through the lens of how they affect our world, our own residency areas, our world on campus. That's a great program, and the thing I like best about them is that almost all of their programming comes with an opportunity following the lecture, presentation, or whatnot to talk with the presenter and have a conversation with all those in attendance about how this impacts our lives. They deal with some tough subjects in those presentations, and it's always helpful to have a chance to talk about it after you hear. Arts Everywhere is an initiative on campus to bring the arts out into the public spaces and out of dark concert and theater halls. It's supported by the Office of the Chancellor, and you'll find these programs periodically through the campus through the course of the year. We'll have poetry walls, we'll have graffiti walls, we'll have live music being performed, we'll have pianos on campus for you to play. The lower right picture here is of dumpster art where people could add to and create things. It's a great event that brings art into the mainstay of our existence every day on campus. There are many student organizations on campus that deal with the arts in a variety of ways. Poetry, slam, spoken word, videography, they're all there. And you know what? If it's not there, start it. Every one of our student organizations has been started by a student or a group of students who found something they needed was not available. Every a cappella group was started by a group of students who wanted a place to sing that didn't have one, so they started one. We have a tap ensemble of tap dancers who didn't have a place to dance. They started the tap ensemble. The list goes on and on. If you needed something to fulfill your time at Carolina, it's not available, start it. There's also many places on campus that you can be creative with the arts. The maker spaces I talked about earlier. There's also a dance studio in the Student Union. There's an art studio in Morrison. There's pianos in many of our residence halls. There's practice rooms in Hill Hall. and many more opportunities on campus to get engaged with the arts. Finally, I'd like to encourage you to get involved right away and find your place to plug in with the arts. Obviously, the arts were something you did in high school or you have an interest in by viewing this session. Find that place and get involved immediately. That will help your transition to Carolina. If you have any questions at all about how you might get involved in the arts, send an email to arts@unc.edu. And if you would, please put the area of interest in the subject line, whether it's band or choir, drama, jazz, dance, whatever the case may be. That will help me make sure it gets to the right person and get you the answers you want. I would also encourage you to attend Fall Fest. That's a great opportunity to walk around, meet people, get information about the various organizations on campus, both arts related and not. And most importantly, enjoy your time at Carolina. Make the most of it. You'll have opportunities the next 4 years that you may or may not have the rest of your life. Again, I appreciate you taking part of our session today. I look forward to seeing you on campus and engaged in the arts program. Welcome to Carolina.